race, and you're gonna be like,
Hello?
76 or 77?
77. Move back.
But that one race, and you're gonna be like,
Okay.
Fucking cops, dude. Like, this
Okay, let's go ahead.
Oh. Called trespassing.
I'll just need to chill out.
Alrighty. Sorry, my crazy fucking ex is wanting to come over here uninvited.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I really don't have any control over that, and I'm trying to stop it before it creates a huge major shitstorm. This is not cool what he's doing. I apologize, everybody.
No, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I didn't know it was
This is not my fault. This is my crazy ass fucking ex.
I'm not mad at you. He's a piece of shit, but
I know. I'm ready to go.
Babe, so Dylan is heading over to Dylan's house right now, uninvited. Yeah, Chloe just looked up and she's like, what the fuck? Quarter...
Fucking cops, dude. Like, this
Okay, let's go ahead.
Called trespassing.
Quarterfinal 2. Grid orders 51...
I can taste the sauce.
51, 19, 22, 10.
Shit. Oh, no, go ahead, Phil.
Just go through the cones. The 51 did it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Oh, sorry, was I not supposed to?
No, I now that I think about it, it's a dumb idea to run to the end of the pit lane anyways. That's really just for show. Because what I did was, I designed that corner acting like the track still went on, so I really should have placed the cones blocking the end of the pit lane. But I didn't.
Oh, yeah, I get what you mean, yeah.
I didn't mean to snip at you, Dylan. I'm just pissed off that randomly my engine died, but that's racing. Babe, can you be quiet, please?
Your cars, not lawnmowers.
51, you're good. Babe, can you be quiet, please? 22, you're good.
She's
51,
fine.
you're good. 10, you are good. 6 laps, Joker once, guys. Getting ready for the second quarterfinal here in Lakewood. Philip Kraus, Casey Lester, Living Good, and Denice. Green flag off the line. The non-throwback car will lead us past the start-finish line into turn 1. And once again, we haven't seen that paint scheme that Living Good's driving in quite some time. That was the paint scheme that he ran for the first race in Croft. Lester loops it, so does Denice nearly. As Lester, that paint scheme has not been seen. That was his 2014 A car, I do believe, for the Pepsi scheme.
51. Track limits.
And the 19, obviously no throwback scheme. And Doug Denice, I do believe that's one of his older Royal Purple schemes. End of 1. 19 leads. Joker's allowed. Living Good looks to the outside of Kraus. I don't think anything's going to happen. But they both take to the regular course. Kraus looks like he had a little bit of an issue in turn 1. Living Good goes to the inside on the Canadian. Canadian V. Canadian runs in wide, and the hometown favorite on the road on merit to the lead. And Dylan Living Good has been struggling the last couple of seasons. And to the lead he goes. That was an impressive pass over car number 19. Kraus has been on fire this season. And Living Good trying to take the fight. End of 2, 51 leads. Kraus, a decent gap back from Living Good. 40.956 to a 42.4. Living Good Jokers in the 51. Let's see where this puts Kraus back to the lead. And Denice nearly contact with Living Good exiting the Joker. And it's going to be interesting. Kraus has clear track now, but I don't know if he's going to have the delta over Living Good. And it's fascinating to continue to talk about Dylan Living Good after struggling the last couple of seasons. Nearly contact with him and Denice. Lester in the 22 for Revolution Racing. Kraus will lead us.
End of 3, 19 leads, cross flags.
As we take cross flags here in Lakewood, 39.785. I had to double check that lap. That was super quick. He takes it. He does not Joker, sorry. Does not Joker, does Kraus. And this battle is getting good. 44.298 for Living Good. We'll have to watch Kraus's Joker lap to see what his lap time was. Obviously, we'll see real time the delta, but I'm curious to see the differences in lap time. Kraus pushing hard to hold the delta. We're coming to 2 laps to go. He has not jokered.
To the 10.
I believe he's going to joker on the last lap of the race. Denice runs it wide.
4, 19 lanes.
2 to go for Kraus, 39.626. He's cranking out fastest lap after fastest lap, and he does not joker. He's going to wait till that last lap to surprise Livingood. 40.493. Livingood was 0.8 of a second slower, and I think he might have given it up. But it's going to be interesting to see that merge. As Livingood was quicker than Kraus, but Kraus, when he's got a clear track, becomes a monster in the 19. Super fast. And it'll just be up to Livingood to see if he can hold this delta. Around the final corner. White flag for Kraus. Holding the red plate after his second victory last week in Negus. Actually, third victory, this season. He does joker. Where is Livingood? Livingood holds the delta nearly, but he runs it wide. Side by side with the Canadians, but he couldn't get it done, and I believe that's going to seal it for Livingood. We've got half a lap to go. It's 2.5, maybe 3 car lengths. Livingood cuts the corner a little bit. It might have to give up time. He's going to try and push really hard, runs it wide. That's it.
Good win, Phil.
That's
that
it.
Was a good try.
That was
shit.
fun.
Oh, that was a good try.
Track on his 10.
I'll let him
You're good.
Checker
Kraus.
flag, 19 wins quarterfinal 2, followed by the 51. Hell of a drive, Dylan.
Battling for third.
He had him there for a second.
Lester runs it
I
wide.
could have, but I tripped on my neck. 22 and 10 rounds out our order.
That was a good battle.
Yeah, it was. That was fun.
Holy shit.
I wanted to make sure I gave Phil enough room when he came back on the racetrack, and I just completely blew that corner. I mean, I knew he was the points leader, so I didn't want to get in his way.
Should have dumped him.
I wouldn't have cared. My shifter died at the end of lap 2. I mean, not died, but like it came off my desk.
I have the results in the replay.
Like when I ran wide in the first sector, my shifter was off the desk completely.
Oh, that's what was going on? I was like, what the fuck, Phil? Alright, semifinal A.
Made head-to-head.
Sweet.
Good, because I can't race right now.
Fun, man. NASA lights all over again.
I just remembered how nutty my start was in that fucking quarter.
I would've...
Noah's gonna win, watch.
That'd be hilarious. Noah just blows up on the first lap.
Alright, Noah, win the
Okay.
race.
So
Yeah.
what happens if we both crash and die and Noah blows up? Whoever's made it
It's-
farthest.
I guess
whoever
Whoever
completes the most laps wins it.
Survival of the farthest.
What if all 3 of your engines grenade on the grid?
Okay, Eric Webler.
And who's ever ahead? It's like cars.
Yeah,
No,
the
it's
three
on the grid
entries
that
for
doesn't
Eric
happen.
Webler Racing are on track
Triple
now.
Webler sandwich deluxe.
Hold it up.
81, 76, 51 is our grid order.
Shit, when we were parked at Watkins, I should have asked him to blow his engine in his parking spot.
Oh my god.
51, you're good. 76, you're
80.
good.
Okay, sorry.
I think I got some stuff. I can't see me, obviously.
Yeah, you're good.
4 laps,
everybody's
still
good.
once.
Good luck.
Getting ready for the first semifinal. Mertz, Carmichael, and Livingood green flag. Off the line, Mertz will lead Livingood and Carmichael. The joke over the radio was with the NASA lights. They only had 2 cars. Livingood and Mertz crashed each other in the heat race. And that's one of the jokes in the NASA paddock now. Was the 2 teammates with the vastly different race cars, livery-wise. Leading the privateer from Indianapolis, Noah Carmichael. Because remember, this is a 4-lap race, I should say. The other 4-lap race is in a few moments' time. Livingood into the wall, strangely. Nearly contact with him and Carmichael. Not sure what happened there.
And the 181.
But Livingood now battling with Carmichael. And the MRT boys both joker on the first opportunity, putting Carmichael through the lead. But Carmichael, clearly off strategy, will not have the delta to hold the 81. 40.442 to a 42.4. I'm not sure what happened that costed him 2 seconds, but hit the curb, veered off the road, and slammed into the inside wall. Mertz looks to the inside of Carmichael, trying to get it. Got pinched to the curb, but it will happen into the final corner. Mertz v. Carmichael coming to 2 laps to go. Noah got the drive off that final corner, but the Privateer Ford doesn't have anything for the Subaru. 2 to go.
End of 2, anyone?
And Livingood must have damaged something in the suspension, as he is nowhere close to his teammate. It was a 42.4 for Carmichael. Mertz ran a 44.3 and 44.6. So all the time that Livingood lost was in the wall on the first lap of the race, because otherwise, he would be right there. White flag for the 81. Remember, Carmichael has to joker. Livingood has a lap to do anything. 39.9. Carmichael 40.4. 40.2. Mertz is half a second faster. Carmichael jokers, does not beat the 51, and I believe the 51 is going to have to be led home by his teammate. It's going to be interesting to see this last lap when Mertz gets clear track and he can run by himself. Unless he's just going to cruise it home. Telemetry says he might be cruising it home. He had a very slow chicane there. Into the final corner. Mertz will win the semifinal in Lakewood. Living in second, Carmichael third.
Whatever, 81, 51, and then 66.
Not gonna lie, Noah, you got a lot quicker at the end of the race.
Stop. Okay, I was like, are you gonna go kill yourself and make me mad?
Nah. He's just becoming an amber lamp.
I hit the rumble strip too much on the outside coming on that downhill section in the last corner, and I slapped it off the inside wall saving it, so that's what happened.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh, medical reasons.
Dr. Carr subbing for Zach Johnson.
But he is the Dr. Carr.
I know.
Okay,
exactly.
I'll sub for Zach.
22, you're good. 10, you're good. 4 laps.
Can we all subs?
The game just killed itself. What the fuck? Alright, well. I don't even know what race that was. You're good. 4 laps.
Can we all subs?
Wait, so what's the
4
Dr. Carr?
I know.
Okay,
exactly.
I'll sub for Zach.
22, you're good. 10, you're good. 4 laps.
Can we all subs?
Wait, so what's the
4
Dr.
laps.
Carr?
4 laps.
Subway.
Hello, Dylan. Hello.
I think he just go ahead and do light.
Oh yeah, sorry, go ahead and do the lights.
4 laps, Joker once. Good luck, gentlemen. You're gonna go ahead and cut the semifinals, as nothing was going on. I'll do this a little bit before the LCQ. So the LCQs here in Lakewood, very straightforward, as Livingood had an issue on the curb there, right on the left-hand side near the pavement, sent him into the wall, and he battled Denice for the rest of the event. Mertz was able to take that victory. And Zach Johnson had a car issue, so he was unable to participate in the second semifinal, and it left Doug Denice. Cut that, redo that. So the semifinals were very straightforward here in Lakewood. Dylan Livingood had an issue on the left-hand curb there on the asphalt, sent him into the wall, and he battled Noah Carmichael for the rest of the race, allowing his teammate to cruise away and take the win. And Casey Lester battled Doug Denice as only a 2-car semifinal. Strangely enough, NASA officials allowed that to happen, as Zach Johnson could not make it on track to participate in that race. So we'll jump right into the LCQ with the remaining 4 cars.
Choke behind this car.
Okay, so me, Chloe, Dylan, and Victor were at Global RallyCross in Indianapolis for my birthday, and there was a car that was called Dr. Car.
No, there was a truck called the Doctor Car. It was a truck called the Doctor Car.
Oh, no, it was an SUV.
Did you really
Dr. Car?
It was a crossover, babe? I don't remember.
So since I'm bad, I actually paid up a Dr. Car and I checked.
It looked like a Hyundai. Posted a picture of it in that chat. I think.
Okay, I have the results in the replay. We're good for the LCQ.
Too.
Everybody seems to line up in order. It's like, switch it up.
And then there's just Dylan back there like, yo.
So, dude.
What's up?
10, okay. Grading process, please, guys. Shut up. 76, you're good. 77, you're good. 10, back up a pinch. 51, back up a pinch. 10, good. 51, good. 3 laps, Joker once. Good luck, gentlemen. Top 2 advance. Carmichael, Johnson, Denice, and Living Good for 3 laps in this LCQ in Lakewood. Green flag. The constructor car will get a good jump over the privateers. Johnson will lead Carmichael and Denice into turn number 1. Denice to the inside, takes the spot from Carmichael. The privateers battling. Remember, Denice holds the privateer points lead here in NASA Rallycross. Johnson trying to take that from him, but the newcomer Carmichael wants to take some spots for himself, and Johnson loses 2 spots in 1 corner. And just like last week, the winner is a constructor car, more than likely. We hate to say that to the privateers, but the big story here is these guys are battling for the transfer and the privateer victory. As you've got Lester, Kraus, Wetz, and Mertz, the 4 cars, constructor cars in the race. 51 leads, Joker is allowed. We'll focus on this. Who will joker on the first lap of the race? Living Good does not. We'll probably see him jokering. Denice does, so set the strategy up, and we'll have to pay attention to car number 10. So this puts him back to 4th. Carmichael holds the transfer spot tentatively, and Living Good in the Subaru trying to push hard to hold the LCQ victory. Like I said, 51 track limits. Constructor car faster than the privateers. 77 off the road, and around goes Johnson! Nearly. End of 2, 51 leads, white flag. So these guys will have to joker now. Living Good's got such a big gap that Denice will not catch him, but we'll have to pay attention to car number 76, Noah Carmichael. Let's see where he is. He's jokering now. Where is Denice? Denice enters turn 1. Where is Carmichael? They're going to be side by side. Denice takes the lead. Runs it wide in the corner. He's going to nearly loop it and put Noah Carmichael through the lead. And the Indiana native, who has not made a final in NASA Rallycross competition in our 100th event, will potentially make it through. There's going to be a couple of corners left. Denice pushing hard. Will he be able to take the fight? Living Good wins the LCQ, but Carmichael. 51 wins the LCQ. Carmichael's going to hold the lead, or second, sorry. He wins privateers and transfers through to the final. Through to the final.
Good job.
Denice 7th.
We'll finish 7th.
Johnson 8th.
The 77 will come home in 8th.
Here comes the Doctor car. Let's go.
Interestingly,
Doctor car.
for the first time in a while, we're going to have an all-constructor final.
Whoop whoop.
I forgot that he was a constructor. Shit.
I have the results in the replay whenever we're ready. Oh my god, Nick. Everybody on track, don't move. For the final.
If you move your band.
So 19, 23, and who else?
Hit one's band.
That's a bad.
So what? It's the 23, the 19, the 81, 22. Yeah. Okay. So 23 lead us off, and then the 19, and then me, and then 22, and then 51, 76.
Where's the Wetz machine? There he is.
So Zach, you can line us up. Count laps.
No.
Yeah, but thank you.
Interestingly, I stand
Doug,
corrected.
You can stay and watch the final. Otherwise, thank you. And we will see
Stand
you next
corrected.
week.
Carmichael is a
I hope
constructor.
everyone
He's
rags.
muted.
I feel bad for him, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. He had it and then he lost it.
I think he
messed
made
up
a
his
mistake in the first sector in the tight bit.
Oh, he missed.
Yeah,
Like he lost the rear.
No, honestly, you made a pretty damn good move around him. I was impressed by that little...
I thought I was gonna rip you guys on the start.
You just kind of slipped right on by.
Yeah, I was like, my heart was pounding. I thought
Fuck
it
you,
was over.
19.
I love you too, babe.
My one goal is just to not
23,
screw up that
go back a
final
tad.
Am I good? Because I'm on the line. Like, the line in between lanes. But okay.
Go ahead and go back anyway. Because you have to go
19
back
is
anyway.
good. Well, I was gonna say 19 is good, but
Am I still good?
Kraus, Wetz,
19 pull back.
Lester
81
Mertz,
pull up.
Living Good Carmichael. 6 constructor cars here in NASA Rallycross.
22 pull up.
4 throwbacks.
Okay, good enough. 8 laps, circuit twice.
good luck,
Good
John.
luck.
Getting ready for race number 100 in NASA Rallycross here in Lakewood. Green flag off the line. Lester gets a great jump. No, sorry, it's Wetz battling with Kraus and Mertz. And the two protagonists that have been up front all season will lead us into turn 1. The Revolution Racing cars. No, sorry, these throwback cars throwing me off. Contact, it was Wetz with Living Good. Lester in 6th, Carmichael 5th.
You serious?
Lester slideways in the 22, looped it, put him to 6th. Mertz trying to take the fight to Kraus, the red plate holder, who has been untouchable all season, except for when he didn't show up at the first race. But it's interesting to note, Mertz slides it into the final corner. Won't make anything happen. He's going to take the fight to his teammate, Living Good Will on Mertz, who's going to joker on the second lap of the race. Kraus does not. Mertz will to alternate the strategy. Where is this going to put him? Living Good 2nd, Wetz following him, Carmichael 3rd. So that's the delta. Mertz and Wetz are behind Carmichael. Lester for Revolution Racing in 6th. Kraus, big gap over Living Good in the 51. Then it's Carmichael in the 76. And like I said in the pre-show a couple moments ago, pre-race, Carmichael is a constructor car. So I do stand corrected from the last couple of weeks, thinking that he was a privateer.
End of 219.
Kraus holds the lead still. Carmichael 3rd. Living Good 2nd. Mertz trying to push hard. Carmichael got loose out of the final corner, put Mertz to 3rd. Who's going to joker? They do not. Will Mertz complete his strategy? He will. Carmichael follows him. Wetz does not joker. So the strategy really unraveling here. Where is Lester in this situation? Lester looks like he looped it again. So it's going to be up to Living Good and Kraus to hold this lead. Mertz's strategy's played. Wetz has a joker left. We have to expect Wetz to joker on the last lap of the race. But it's Canadian, American, German, top 4.
End of 319.
Wetz has not jokered. Living Good got it a little bit squirrely out of the final corner, so I think we can take him out of it. It's really going to be Wetz, Mertz, and Kraus for this race victory, but Kraus is on fire on the clear track. Remember last week in Negus? He exits the joker. No contest with him and Living Good.
Warning, order 51.
This is going to be interesting. As Living Good lost the delta when he got loose out of the final corner, and now the former teammates are going to be battling for
careful,
2nd.
23, check limits.
Battling for 2nd. Living Good view Wetz. Wetz looks to the inside, tries to make something happen. I don't think he will. Nearly contact with Living Good.
Sorry, end of 419.
Cross flanks for Kraus. Wetz gets by his former teammate and current team owner. He ran a 40.2. Living Good's going to joker. Now we have to see what will happen with the 81 because his strategy's played. Living Good's cards are played as well. So Mertz is back to 3rd. Kraus jokered as well. So I think this is the race for the victory. Wetz through the lead. Kraus jokered. Mertz jokered. 43.455. 40.2 and a 40.0. 40 point dead for Mertz. I believe Wetz still has to joker. We'll have to see. 3 laps to go for Chris Wetz in the 23. A frantic race here in Lakewood. What a race we've had in Lakewood. What'll happen to Wetz? Wetz does not joker. track limits for the 19. Mertz is going to try and take the fight to him. He goes to the inside. Will he try to take the position away? He tries it, but Philip Kraus got a better run than Mertz did. This is the battle for the podium, the battle for the victory. Livingood 4th, 5th Carmichael, 6th Lester. Nothing has changed in the back of the field. This is a frantic battle for this victory. Coming to 2 to go this time in Lakewood. Mertz gets really close. 2 to go for Wetz. 39 dead for Mertz. He was fastest man on the circuit. Last lap. Where is Wetz? Wetz does not joker. 40.2 for Kraus. 40.1 for Wetz. Interestingly, I think Wetz might be holding up these two. It's helping Mertz, hindering Kraus to the inside. He looked on Wetz. Kraus couldn't get it done. Lap and a half to go for Chris Wetz. Can he get the job done at Revolution Racing's home track? Nearly contact with Kraus and Mertz. They're getting very close in the 19 and the 81. Mertz locks it up, trying to get the car to rotate. Wetz runs it wide, nearly contact with Mertz! Wow! White flag in Lakewood. The jokers are over. This is it. 39-6 to a 39-4. The fans are on their feet in Lakewood, and Mertz tries to take the fight. Wetz takes the joker. Mertz slides it! That's it. It's over. Unless something happens to Kraus, that was it.
Good win, Phil. Fuck.
Lester looped it again. Wetz 3rd, 4th Livingood, 5th Carmichael, 6th Lester. Through the final corner, Philip Kraus commandingly wins in Lakewood, win number 6 for the Canadian.
Blue fucking second gear on the 3rd lap.
23 P3, I think.
No, yeah.
51 P4.
Who won?
5th Carmichael, 6th Lester. And this guy, win number 6 in NASA RallyCross. And it gives him a 10-point lead going into Seattle. Win number 6. Cut that last bit as soon as I transitioned and froze it. Win number 6 for Philip Kraus in his career as he wins today in Lakewood. That gives him a 10-point lead going into Seattle as we go to Evergreen Speedway for the first time next week. That should be a fun race as well. It's a lot like Milwaukee, a lot like a oval track, road course oval, so it should be very interesting to see. After that, we go to Vancouver. It's getting ever so close to ending this season, and oh my, has it been action-packed. What a race here in Lakewood, Colorado, and we hope you enjoyed today's coverage here on the Automotive Sports Network. Congratulations to Philip Kraus. After race number 100, we have been so glad that you can join us over these last 5 years, and we hope to join you, and we hope you join us on the next 5-year journey and the next 100 races in NASA RallyCross. We hope to see you next week in Evergreen Speedway in Seattle. But until then, so long, everyone.